That's really embarrassing, actually, guys. I'm really sorry about that. Fully thought you guys could hear me. Uh, I guess you guys missed everything I just said, but it's that time of week. You already know the intro. eip485 back here, Apex Racing, Tier 5, down in Qatar, in the Middle East. Sorry, guys. Really thought you could hear me there. What is important, though, is Mr. Storm is back with the Tonight Show later today, 10 p.m. UK time. Pull up. He's got a great lineup planned. And then Risky, I knew that was going to happen, too. I saw it with my own eyes. I saw he was going too slow in the pit lane, and it said, no, no, no. Oh, Risky. Oh, Risky. He's going to want that one back. But yeah, Mr. Storm's got a good lineup tonight. And then after his show is over, the Apex 24-hour live stream goes live. So make sure everyone tunes into that. Yeah, but you guys didn't miss much of my commentary. You already know what it is. You already know my intro. You already know how this works. 9 minutes left in the session. George still leading the way from his banker, 22 flat. Helios and Mr. Kevin closing in there. Jerry and Mahal. I don't know how to say your name. I'm so sorry, Ferrari. I'm going to call you MH for now. You can tell me how to say it later. Jerry and Mahal in P4 and 5. Mahal diving into the pits. Crispy Bacon, appreciate you for the follow, man. Demo on a push lap here. Don't know if he is anyone on a push lap in front of him. HS is. It's going to be HS and then Demo to the line here. Demo has not put a lap up yet. HS has. HS currently at 23-1. Sits him at P6 currently. Demo's going to get a good slipstream here, but he would definitely have been hurt through that cornering section that we just passed. HS with a short run to the line. Improves his time. Goes P5. Demo cracks the 21s. A 21.993 for Demo onto provisional pole here. Good lap from the Haas driver. Haas dominance still continues here. Jerry in the Miami V-Carb livery. Let's see if he's the first one to push. It will most likely be him. I believe it will be him. Yes, Jerry, you will be the next to the line here. What do you have? And the beautiful white and pink Miami V-Carb livery. Using that ERS, pushing to the line here. One more corner to go. This corner exit is severely important for quali and especially the race here, because there's only one DRS zone. Jerry to the line. Does not improve. Stays P7 at 22.6. I believe, who was that? Who just popped up? I believe Mahal just popped up into P6 now. No, he didn't. Who popped up into P6? It wasn't HS. I'm very confused. Huh. Someone popped up. Don't know who. Who is next up? It will not be Demo. Crispy Bacon? Oh, you missed the joke, guy. Demo! I just saw that from Crispy Bacon's POV. He binned it on his in-lap. Coming to the pits, he ran into the wall. Demo is done. How have we had 3 retirees? 1 in the pit. All 3 have been in the pit lane. No one's retired on track. Absurd. George, does he have anything? He does. P1 and Demo can't respond. George goes back to provisional pole. Prince Helios. He will not be pushing. Diving into the pits. Jerry's coming into the pits. Soner's coming into the pits. Crispy Bacon. Is the bacon cooking? Right now it's looking like some burnt bacon, not some crispy bacon. Max, you're enjoying your retirement, mate? Bro, why did you say my last name, bro? That's weird. Bro, press the menu button! Crispy Bacon, push it to the line here. Using that ERS. Actually, he's not even using ERS. Crispy Bacon is somehow 1.5 seconds slower. It might be a rough day at the office for Crispy Bacon. Undefined, are you demo? Did you just crash into the pit lane? Yo, Bacon actually does sound really good right now. Oh, that is rough, demo. Yeah, I saw that from Crispy Bacon's POV. It looks like you just shafted your car into the pit lane entry. Philip Man does not improve his time. Ironhide shoots up there, though. In the P. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't. Who just shot up there? I'm really confused. Oh, well. Ironhide is not pushing. Mr. Kevin is in on a push lap. He is, excuse me. So we will watch him. He will be the next to the line. Yes, Risky and Demo, absolute howler here. And especially since Qatar is not known for safety cars. Risky, it's going to hurt you a lot. You got to work all the way from the back here. Mr. Kevin, currently in the lead V-carb. The regular livery, you don't see too much of that here. Push it to the line, using that ERS. Improves his time, but not his position there. Mr. Kevin will stay P4. Who is next up? I believe that is a Red Bull pushing. No, it is not. Ironhide is not on a push lap. HS is on a push lap, though. But so is Gamerboy, I believe. Gamerboy is, but his lap is invalidated, so it will not matter. We're going back to HS. He will be our next car to the line. Slightly up on Sector 1 right now, entering Sector 2. Keeps it nice and tidy so far. HS in the only Williams car right now, pushing along. 3/10 up on his time. That would currently put him into the podium positions. He's got to keep it. He's running low on ERS though. This could be some slight trouble. Slight trouble here for HS. He doesn't have a lot of deploy. He has no deploy left. And he lost 3/10 because of it. You could see that the deploy cost him. And he's going to have to settle for P6. Mr. Kevin will dive into the pits, hopefully to get out for another push lap. Crispy Bacon. Crispy Bacon hits Jerry. Does Jerry have damage from that, though? Let's look at the V-carb. I'm seeing no right front end plate. There is damage. Jerry's going to have to dive into the pits quickly. Crispy Bacon pays the price for it. Jerry pushes on, though, with no right front wing end plate. He decides he's got to go now. Crispy Bacon will take the 5th place grid penalty. He will probably drop in P2, last place in P15. So Risky and James, they'll catch another place. And that seals it. Crispy Bacon will start dead last. Here we go with Jerry. The second V-carb, the Miami V-carb. It doesn't really look like he's pushing. And he's not pushing. Is he pushing? I'm so good. What is happening? What have I just seen? What is happening, guys? We are not. What the heck is happening? What am I watching? Does anyone want to explain what just happened? Jerry, Samuel, Gamerboy, you guys wanna elaborate on that? What did I just watch? First, it looked like Jerry wasn't on a push lap, but then he did that Samuel too. The two collided. Samuel stops on track and fully reverses into a charging Gamer Boy. What did... I don't even know who to blame. I don't know whether to blame... I think I blamed Jerry for the first one and then Gamer Boy for the remaining incident. Or not Gamer Boy, I blamed Jerry for the first one and then Samuel for the remaining incident. Jerry, what are we doing out here, bro? I'm so confused. Alright, that's time. George's lap is gonna stand here. I believe only Soner and Prince Helios are the only two drivers to challenge him. Soner has given up, or Helios has given up. It won't be him. Soner, it won't be him either. It's gonna be George on pole. A 21.9. George in a Mercedes on pole. In an absolute wild T5 qualifying here. Demo retired because he shafted his car in the pit lane. He'll start P2. Soner in the lead Alpine P3. Helios in P4. Maul in P5. Mr. Kevin in the lead V car P6. Ironhide 7. HS8. Jerry with some shenanigans will only land in P9. And Philip, your only other finisher, in P10. P11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 did not finish. We had 6 retirees. But that incident with Jerry, with Samuel, and Gamer Boy, let's replay it. So Jerry, we were watching him in this V-carb right here. It looked at first if he was on a push lap, but then he just slowed down, charged his battery here, but was still on the racing line, and then Samuel came up behind him on a push lap. Jerry did not let Samuel pass. The two collided, went off track. Samuel stops on track, reverses, and into the charging Gamer Boy. And Gamer Boy can't get out of the way, and they both retire. And because of that, we see Crispy Bacon because he ran into Jerry earlier with a 5-place grid penalty, and Jerry with his own 5-place grid penalty. Jerry will start P13, and Crispy Bacon will start dead last in P15. No, he's got a grid penalty, Risky. Risky's got a grid penalty, so you'll start last. Really? Even with the grid penalty, you still start last? Alright, the drivers are choosing their setups, their fuel strategies, their tire compounds for this long race we got ahead here. Seems like Jerry is at fault here, apparently with the contact with Crispy Bacon as well. Jerry might have a lot of questions to answer for the FIA. Yeah, I told you you'd be 14th, Risky. And a very chaotic qualifying. We don't normally see this in qualifying. What does this bode for the race? Yeah, you clipped it, Crispy Bacon. You can always report it right after if you think it cost you something. And even if it didn't cost you anything, it's always good to report because we don't want this type of stuff happening to other drivers as well. Here we go, formation lap, ladies and gentlemen. One reconnaissance lap for the tire drivers to go around the track here. Let's see the tires they have chosen. Okay. It's a medium tire sandwich with a slice of soft in the middle. George and Crispy P1 and 15 on mediums. The rest of the field on your hard compound tires, except Ironhide and P7 starting on softs. Alright, George, you have gone a different tire strategy than your competitors around you. Can you pull it off? You really need to stay in the lead here into T1, because as soon as you get past this hard tire runner, it's going to be hard for you. These tires fall away quickly here. Really watch out for Ironhide starts on those soft compound tire trees. He's going to have the massive tire advantage. Watch out for him. Here we go, drivers coming back to the starting grid. They're getting ready. Formation lap done, tires warmed. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's rough, TLR, bro. That is rough. Just make sure to partner with the Apex Racing League, and then you can share your link from there. Alright, here we go. All drivers on the grid here. George did not line up well. He will be at the disadvantage. Demo may have him here before we even reach T1. Here we go. Drivers looking at those 5 red lights. And the lights are off, and so are the drivers here. Looks to be an even start from the top 2. George and Demo here. We got to see what happens. It was a great start from George. Demo's being swapped right now. Is Soner up the inside of Demo? He is up the inside of Demo. A little bit of RG-bargy. That does not invite anyone through. No, it doesn't. George has gotten away wonderfully. Avoids all contact. He's got a 1.5 second lead. Who was that way wide? Oh, Ironhide. No, no, no. You made up so many spots. Those soft tires were great until they weren't. You're dead last now. George with a 1.6 second lead over the rest behind him. Xenix, moderators, anyone, can we get this guy out of our chat, please? He's just currently spamming it. Any moderators here? Xenix, someone, anyone, please? But here we go. George still leading the way. 2-second lead. Demo right behind. Holding off Prince Helios and Mr. Kevin. Demo bro pushing through here. He's going to be leading the chasing pack now. George sets off 2.7 second lead. Here we go. Helios round the outside of Demo. Is it working here? Forced a long way around. Helios will have to try a different day there for Demo. This lets George shoot out even to a farther lead. 3 seconds right now for the Mercedes driver here. In the background, Maul and Kevin side by side. Maul gets the move done on Kevin. Mr. Kevin going slightly wide again there. Let's see the position change here. Jerry up 6 spots. Samuel up 4. Soner, your big loser for P3 to P11. Along with Ironhide down 7 and Philip down 6. On back to tires. George still with a 3.5 second lead. Hasn't been challenged at all. A perfect start for George here. Alright, Demo's going to have the chasing pack behind him. They're all going to have DRS. He will not. It's almost a 4-second lead for George. Sets another fastest lap. It is a 4-second lead for George. Let's see who gets him in the chasing pack. Demo leading them away. Everyone behind with DRS. Here come the Red Bull. Here come the Ferrari. Demo might lose one. He's lost two in a corner. Crispy Bacon calls it a day. Demo has lost two. Prince Helios through. Maul is through. Demo's job just got a lot harder. George still leading the way. A little bit of a lockout, or excuse me, a lockup from Prince Helios now. Still a 4-second gap. Helios with the fastest middle sector, or fastest first sector, excuse me. Yo, if we have any moderator watching the stream right now, can we get this guy to stop spamming, please? Mr. Kevin, the first one to come a crop out to penalties. 3-second penalties within 3 laps. Alright, 5-second lead now for George. Prince Helios still leads the chasing pack. He's held on now through the first wave of DRS. No one has come close to touching George here. A good battle here between Jerry and Samuel. These two have had some beef in qualify. We saw it already. They keep it clean for now, though. As Gamer Boy comes the second man to penalties. Jerry looking for a move on Samuel here. Moves aren't normally made in this part of the track here. You gotta wait till the DRS here. Does Jerry want it before then, though? He's looking for it. Thinks about it. Makes Samuel cover him off, though. We're going to see this all unfold right now. Prince Helios, Kitty, hold on. There's a Ferrari on your back. Ferrari with Maul looking to go round the outside. Still round the outside. He stayed in there. Maul now with the inside line. Prince Helios with the better traction, though. Helios keeps the position. Something's happened with George. They've taken almost 2.5 seconds out of his time. Are those medium tires dead already? Surely not. George has lost severe time to the trailing pack. I don't know where it's happened, but it has happened. Prince Helios and the chasing pack. Only 2.5 seconds back now. But Prince Helios and the Co, they have their own problems to worry about. And it's the Ferrari and the Haas putting hard pressure on the Red Bull right now for P2. I believe pole was a 21.9, Gerv. Pole was a 21.9. Here we go. There's a V-Carb in the background making a move on Demo. A Ferrari going easily breeze past Helios. Mr. Kevin makes the move and Maul makes the move up into P2 and P4 respectively. They are still catching George. George's medium tires have to be shot. Pole is your personal best, Cricket? Yeah, it's raps, bro. It's raps. To be honest, you're either just really good or just really bad at Qatar. Just how it is. Everyone's either really good or really bad. No in between. There's no median. There's no like median in Qatar. Jerry, in other words, Jerry has got past Samuel though, but he is currently out of DRS of Demo, so he's gonna have to get on the back of that Haas ASAP to keep Samuel behind him. Quality pace hasn't been the best this season. I do feel that. My quality pace is never good. Is that a move? Demo on Mr. Kevin. You don't see something there. Well done, but who's got the DRS though? They both might have it actually. Kevin with the repass on Demo. Demo forced the long way around. Maul doing everything to break that toe. He's lost some time to George. Prince Helios, will he go for the dive? I don't think he will. Action in the background. Jerry getting involved. Jerry and Demo side by side. Demo now has the inside line. Jerry trying to hang around the outside. I think Demo holds on, and he does. Good battling here. Will Jerry go for the move into the double right-hander here? V-Carb and Haas. They could have easily touched. Haas goes slightly wide. Jerry takes the spot. Powerful move there to the double right-hander. A little bit of sliding there from Demo as he tags the rear of Jerry. Because of this fighting, Mr. Kevin now is the leader of this second pack. 3/10 off the back of Prince Helios. He's going to have to catch that or else he's in trouble to his teammate Jerry behind. Cricket, what tier are you again, man? Ironhide is your first to fall into the pit stops here. As HS gets a penalty, 3 seconds. Mr. Kevin did not get DRS. So he's in for it. We're going to watch Maul try to fend off Helios here. And then we'll switch back to Kevin and Co. I think he's got it. Looking in the background here. It's a little bit of V-carb action here with a Haas in the middle. And Kevin has lost 2 spots to Jerry and Demo. T4 still, pace is a lot different. That does make a lot of sense. I believe that's Samuel lagging a little bit in the background there. I think he went a little bit of ghost there too. But Samuel's Wi-Fi is not doing him any favors right now. Back up at the front though, George has controlled this race. His tires are surely on the verge though of collapsing here. As Demo gets a penalty now. Demo, Kevin, HS Gamer Boy, James, and Philip all got 3-second pens, I believe. Yep. George is still extending his advantage as Mr. Kevin gets a penalty. Another penalty, I think. That's 6 seconds for Mr. Kevin, and it is. It's 6 seconds for Demo. Samuel gets a penalty. 6 seconds for Gamer Boy. 3 for HS, James, and Philip. Anyone diving? No one's in the pits. We're going to have action here, though. Surely some action. Jerry looking for the move on Helios. Nothing doing, though. Remain as is. In the background, Risky and Gamer Boy duking it out. Risky looks to have the upper hand here. Sliding back up the order. Mr. Kevin holding on to P6. Samuel right behind. Demo right in front. Samuel goes a bit wide there. Qatar, very easy for a DRS train. We've seen it here. Mr. Kevin, a little bit of lockup there. You heard it. P2 all the way to P8 in a DRS train currently. Samuel all over the back of Mr. Kevin here, pushing that V-carb through these corners. Will he go for an unorthodox move? It looks like it. He's up the inside here. A little bit of ghosting. Archie Bargy. I don't even know what happened there. But Samuel has the position though. But was this a wise spot to take it? Because he will not have DRS here. James Lloyd picks up a penalty. Soner looking to get in on the action. I believe Mr. Kevin dives into the pitch. Our first hard tire runner to call it a day. A very early stop for hards. Side by side with FRP Samuel and Soner. Samuel holds on for now. One back up. Maul still holding on from Prince Helios. He's got great battery left. There's a risk he gets a penalty. There's only 6 drivers without a penalty. Still, they have not broken that 2-second barrier to George yet. George is doing a fantastic job out in front on those old medium tires. Excuse me. Maul with a great debut performance right now. Demo with another penalty. Here we go, though. Maul's going to have to hold them off one more time. Anyone dives into the pits? No, they don't. Maul checks all the way to the right side to break that toe, but they're all following him. Samuel dives into the pits. Do we see it dive for anyone? Demo with the fake dive. Does not fool Jerry, though. Oh, Demo with another penalty. That man had just picked up 6 seconds of penalty within one lap. They've finally broken the 2-second barrier to George. 1.9 seconds to the leader, to the race leader, and that time is just going down, down, and down. Demo has left the session. He's disconnected. Let's see if we can get him back in ASAP. I know he's going to invite me. This is terrible for Demo. He was in good position here. And his Wi-Fi has just absolutely cooked him. They are closing in on George. Look at those fans cheering in the background. It's Mercedes from Ferrari for Red Bull and V-Carb. The top 4. All almost within a DRS train of each other. Demo is still not back yet. He's losing heaps of time. I'll try my best to see if he's online, if I can invite him again, but he is not. Unfortunate for Demo. George only with a 1.1 second advantage. It's teetering on that 1 second mark. When will George dive into the pits? Will it be this lap? It is this lap. Your race leaders in the pit lane, ladies and gentlemen. He needs a clean pit stop here from the Mercedes crew. Let's see if he gets it. Dives into the pits. Stops on his mark. The crew is there to help him. Off very fast. Looked like a sub 2 second. Well done there. Back up to your race leads. 3 cars. Maul from Helios and Jerry. Mr. Kevin now sets a fastest lap with a 25.7 on his new hard tires. I see a move. Jerry shoves Helios way wide there. Don't know whose corner that was, but Jerry comes out way better. Helios might have some words about that later on. Mercedes are very proud of George. This is true. Alright. Maul still has a bull on his back, but it's not a Red Bull, it's a V-carb. It's a racing bull. Does he pit? No, he does the same tactic though, diving to the pit straight on the right hand side. Jerry though's in a lot of trouble. He's got no ERS to defend with. Here comes Helio back with revenge here. Slight contact in the background. Speaking of background, Soner and Risky going side by side there. Soner stays in front. Jerry loses the spot to Helios here. Really proud to be his mentor. Nice, dude. Slight lockup there from Helios there, inviting Jerry ever so slightly back to the game. Yeah, I think this is it for Demo. He doesn't seem to be joining back at all. It is over for the Haas driver. His Wi-Fi has cooked him. Samuel with another penalty here. How long will these drivers go? Top 5, all within the DRS train of each other. 2 Bulls, 2 Ferraris, 1 Alpine. Who's got it? Maul looks to be too far in front. Helios looks to have it over Jerry. Can Jerry hold on against Soner? No, he can't. Soner going around the outside of Jerry here. Soner for the switchback, maybe. Jerry slams the door. Yeah, I don't know, dude. T3 is just so weird, bro. They have very good battles, but for some reason they do just kind of race cleaner than T3. T3, it's so hard. I'm a racer in T3 as well. It's just very hard to have clean battles. Very hard to race in the midfield. Here we go. The drivers all still within DRS range of each other here. Top 5. Separated by 2 seconds, I believe. Oh, yes, I do remember, Albert. I do remember. James Lloyd with another penalty. Alright, who's got... See, Jerry doesn't save his ERS. I don't think he can hang with these guys unless he uses ERS through the lap and he's just a sitting duck. Speaking of slides and sitting ducks, Soder's not going to like that one. He finally gets going again, but he's lost so much time there. Jerry dives into the pits. That's a very, very rough turn of events there from Soder. He's lost about 8 seconds there. A lot of drivers diving into the pits now. Up front, it's a Ferrari sandwich with the bull in the middle. Ironhide's aggressive strategy on starting on soft tires looks to not have worked, unfortunately. Qatar is a one-stop race unless there's a random safety car that rarely occurs. I believe Gamerboy just spun, maybe? Oh, yes, he's had some contact. His front right wing end plate is missing here. Even from Gamerboy going to the top here. That's the second Ferrari in the pits. Risky gets first choice here, Ferrari. Maul still pushing on. So is Helios. 16 laps now on these hard compound tires. Soner pushing along as well. Maul and Helios, they've been on each other's tails the entire race here. Only less than half a second separate these two drivers. Big main contenders here of not pitting. The top three are the only drivers left to not pit. Maul, Helios, and Soner. Surely they both dive into the pits now. It's only smart enough for them to dive in the pits. I don't think their tires can keep going. Will it both be both or is it just one? It is both. Well done, Helios. He pushed that car to the limit there on pit entry. Who's got the better crew? Ferrari or Red Bull? It is Ferrari right now. Soner dives in as well. George reclaims his lead in P1, but how big is his gap? We're not really worried about HS or Mr. Kevin. We're looking at Maul. George with 5-lap old tires. Oh, Risky, there's stuff going on here. Risky's got both of them. Risky got both of them. Prince Helios came out worse there. We are looking at the gap from George to Risky right now. It's slightly over 10 seconds. Helios and Jerry. Helios' tires is not warmed up. Jerry's is. Jerry's keeps the position over Helios. There is a gap of 10.6 seconds, just around there, from Risky to George. And that is your race, ladies and gentlemen. Your race is between these four, and they're all chasing the one in the lead. That is George in the Mercedes. Let's look at some action elsewhere here. HS and Mr. Kevin, both on different strategies here. Both will probably have to come into the pits again. But let's see a little bit of battling here from HS and Mr. Kevin. And Mr. Kevin dives into the pits, so there will be no battle. Alright then. Risky now leading them away as he sets the fastest lap of the race so far. 24-1. His teammate right on the back of him. That looked planned and organized. No fight there from Risky. As the Ferrari drivers look to draft off each other. Trying to chase down George. In the background, Prince Helios has made the move and got to stick on Jerry. These two have both fallen way out of DRS from Risky. From the Ferrari battle here. The race is settled into a little lull right now as Risky and Maul just drafting off each other, both trying to go and reach George. That gap to George has come down quite significantly. Quite significantly though. There's no fight right back either. They are just playing the team game right now at Ferrari. This is well done, greatly organized from Ferrari right now. Jerry dives into the pits again. What happened, Jerry? Surely it's a front wing change. It is a front wing change. Something happened there to Jerry. He missed it there. Changes his front wing. Race ruined for Jerry. Here we go, though. They've both caught HS. HS on a different strategy right now. It looks to be a very organized Ferrari 1-2 pass, and it is. HS, though, putting a little bit of a fight up. But not for long. He is easily dispatched, and the Ferrari duo move on. 4 seconds now to George. 8 laps remaining. What just happened? Why did Maul just give that spot back to HS? Why did I just see that? What? Was there an illegal overtake or something? What just happened? What is happening? Why? What type of shenanigans are going on right now? George gets a penalty. That could be extremely big now for the race. Maul doesn't have a penalty. HS holding up Helios currently. That will not be the case for much longer as HS dives into the pits. Slows down just in time. Three and a half seconds between Risky and George. That is the difference between P1 and 2 right now. Prince Helios looking very racy behind Maul. Neither of these drivers have penalties. Maul still leading Helios, excuse me. The gap in front, though, has come down to 2.5 seconds between George and Risky. How long can George hold on? Can he hold on at all? Maul has kept Helios behind him the entire race, and he keeps planning to do so. Helios looking for the wrong way around. Nothing doing, though. Samuel with another penalty here. Quickly look at the penalties. 3 for George and Risky, 6 for Kevin, 3 for HS, 15 for Samuel, 12 for James. The McLaren boys did not keep it clean today. Jerry with 6, Hyde with nothing, Gamerboy 9, Philip with 6, and Demo, who didn't make it back, with 12. Something happened down below there. James Lloyd had a little bit of contact, I believe, with his teammate here. There's a good battle down here in the back for the lower points positions. Currently headed by Jerry. James Lloyd off the back here. Ironhide directly behind him. As Gamerboy and Philip looking to get in the party. Oh, Gamerboy, not the move there. That dive was not in, and you paid the price. Back up to the front, though. Here it is, finally. Helios, closest he's ever been to Maul here. Here we go. Maul, what do you have to defend with here? Apparently everything. Helios can't even get a whiff. Helios cannot even get a whiff of that P3 right now. Pole was a 21.9, I believe. Yeah, 21.9. Gamerboy has retired from the session, calls it a day. We now have 12 runners left. His demo is also not here. His AI is currently driving his car. Yeah, Chazzy, Gamerboy, we saw the dive. Just did not work, man. Came out. Pole was set by George. And yeah, we actually had like 3 people in the 21.9s actually. George set pole. Demo, who's currently P14, was also a 21.9. And I don't remember who qualified P3, but they were also a 21.9. Five laps remaining, including this one. P3 with Sonar. Yep, Sonar. I believe Sonar also set a 21.9. If not, he set like a 22 flat. 1.8 seconds between George and Risky. 4 laps remaining, both on 3-second penalties. This is for pure pace right now. George has led basically every lap of this race, except those 3 where he had to pit and the other drivers continued on. He's going to cross this line, and there will be 4 laps remaining. 4 more laps that George has to keep pushing. 4 more laps that Risky has to take out of him. 4 more laps until a winner of the Vote GP is decided here in Tier 5. HS with the penalty there. Still, only 4 drivers without penalties. P3, 4, 5, and 10. No penalties. In the helmet cam with Risky, he can see his rival just up the road. It gives you an extra boost, I feel, when you're in the car and your rival is right there. You know you've been hunting him down for so long. You know you can do it. It's right there. George now only gonna have 3 more laps to hold on to it. James Lloyd gets a penalty now, attacking onto his total. Two seconds the gap between George and Risky. Soner with the penalty now. There are only 3 drivers now with no penalties. P3, 4, and 10. Both Red Bulls and Maul. .2 seconds. That gap is slightly growing between George and Risky. Those medium tires on the verge of being finished. Two more laps for George to hold on. He's pulled another second out of Risky. I think Risky might be giving up. He's losing heaps of time to George. He lost 2 seconds within like a couple corners in a turn. Jerry with the penalty. Let's go to some action here between Maul, Helios, and Soner. Maul has kept Helios behind him the entire Grand Prix. Helios has been staring so long at the back of that Ferrari that he can probably tell you every part that goes into that. Here we go. Maul still leading. Helios and Soner. 5/10 separate 3 drivers. As George starts the final lap of the race here. This is basically the last overtaking spot on track. And neither the Red Bull or the Alpine can do anything about Maul in front of them. Phillip gets another penalty here. James spins his car. Will we see a dive here? He's going around the outside from the Red Bull here, though. Maul just has the inside line, though. Shuts the door. Helios taking every single line he can to get around Maul, but nothing is doing here. These guys in a fight of their own. But at the end of the day, no one was in a fight with this man here. Risky will get another penalty. His P2 hopes might be done. P1 hopes for George. We're always in the cards, though. Our pole sitter led almost every lap. George wins it in Tier 5 in Qatar. What a race from him. Risky, I think he might have had a puncture or something. He's not even going to finish top 4. Maul's going to take P2. Helios into 3. Soner 4. Risky will have to settle for 5. Mr. Kevin should come home in P6 when we get there. Let's switch it over to him. P6 for Mr. Kevin HS. P7. Jerry in 8. Ironhide pushing through, coming home in P9. On track where he will stay. Samuel's position's definitely not staying in P10. Oh, it did. And that's it. That is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. George, take a bow. Well done, sir. Well done. Great pace. Great strategy. Kept it clean off the line. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is utter dominance. Well done. Well done. Great win for the Mercedes team and for George here in Qatar. Hopefully more good things to come out of that program. Here we have the results, the penalties here, times, and finishing positions. We will now go over to our race director, look at our incidents, and there are always so many here. Not only is it Tier 5, it's also Qatar. So many penalties. Excuse me. Yes, we did have a lot of penalties. Also a lot of track limits. It's still going. Jeez. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. That was a race. That was a very, very enticing race from a crazy qualifying here. Well, that was it, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for joining me in another Apex production. I've been eip485. This was Tier 5. Make sure to go check out the Tonight Show with Mr. Storm, 10 p.m. UK time. Put that into your own time. Right after Apex will start their 24-hour live stream. Be sure to tune in. Gonna be a great time here. But thank you again for joining. I was eip485, your commentator, as always. Tune in tomorrow. Tier 4 is going. Tune in next week for Tier 5 again. I will be here. But ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining me. I hope you have a good one, and take care.